Good evening, everybody! Jason here from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, streaming on Treaty 7 land, home of the Blackfoot Confederacy, the Tsuu Nation, and the Stoney Nakoda Nation, along with the Métis Nation of Alberta Region 3. Welcome back to Raid the Arcade, New Game Plus. This is a stream for Extra Life, the 24-hour gaming marathon that's part of the Children's Miracle Network. If you want to play games with your kids, go to www.extra-life.org. There you can sign up for free and start collecting pledges from your friends, family, and co-workers. They'll go towards your local children's hospital, and then you get to play games for 24 hours. Game day this year is November 2nd, but fundraising goes all year round. X-Life started over 15 years ago and has since raised over $100 million for children's hospitals across Canada and the US, and over $11 million was raised in 2022 alone, all raised by gamers just like you. I'm playing games to raise money and awareness for the Alberta Children's Hospital here in Calgary that helps over 100,000 sick and injured children each year. I've been part of X-Life for 12 years now, and it's a great way to have a lot of fun by doing a lot of good. And you can donate in links below or my pinned posts on Twitter, Facebook, and Mastodon. In 2022, over $216,000 was raised for the Alberta Children's Hospital through Extra Life. It was all done by gamers across Alberta and all over the world. You could also join in the fun and help out, because kids can't wait. So if you'd like to learn more about Extra Life, or would like to sign up yourself, go to www.extra-life.org. Okay, so it's Wednesday night, 10 p.m., time to party. So, for tonight's installment of Raid the Arcade New Game Plus, come join me as I continue my playthrough of Final Fantasy XVI. Let's just dive right back on in.
Come on, Otto. Cough up. When I get my hands on her.
Okay, so it looks like I'm at the part of the story where when I left off on Monday night, a young woman named Mid just came here. It looks like was able to finagle her way here into the hideaway. So let's go talk to her for a bit. But I don't think there's anything else around here that warrants my attention. Oh, but there is something that I should talk to Tomes about. Let's go talk to him first. Yeah, considering all the adventures I've had over the last little while, I'll bet he'd want to hear what I've been up to.
Jill looked white as a sheet.
Knock, knock.
Tome says he's looking for books about Torgal. I know. Let's write one.
When we find out anything about Torgal, you'll be the first to know.
Yeah, it looks like that my famous pet wolf has now gotten iconic powers, so yeah, that's both a blessing and a curse.
Is there something I might assist you with, Clive? I have a few new notes that might interest you. Now this, I believe you will find most interesting.
All right, new stuff. Here, let's see. What should I? What should I read first? Here, let's see. The Holy Order of Shields of the Blackened Pinion. Craig Logesti. I'm sorry, I mispronounced that. Or Drake's Eye. Let's leave that for now.
What subject shall we consider today?
Okay, yeah, we can leave all this for now. But let's read about Hugo. Yeah, considering I won't mince words. I chopped off his hands when I faced off against him in his boss fight on Monday night. Dominant of the Icon Titan, Warden of Earth, on learning the identity of the one who slew his beloved Benedicta, he sends his forces to ransack Rosalith, capital city of Rosaria, and Clive's former home, in hopes of drawing him out. Clive takes up the offer and is able to best Kupka in battle, cutting off his hands in the process. Before Clive could deal the finishing blow, the helpless Hugo is speared away by a mysterious man from Wellawed.
The door to the shelves shall ever be open. How good it is to see you, Clive.
Let's ask out Mid. Young Mid has always been too clever by half.
From the moment of her very first steps.
She would roam the hideaway, tearing apart everything she laid her little hands upon. But it wasn't until he started putting those things back together again that Sid realized his daughter had been blessed with a truly special talent.
And so?
Rather than see it squandered, he swallowed his pride and sent Mid to the university in Canberra to study under the Free City's finest mechanists. That was on her 11th name day. We've reaped the benefits of her studies ever since. Her inventions are part of our daily lives here at the Hideaway, even if she herself is not.
As to why she has stayed away,
I would hazard that part of her simply afraid that coming home will remind her too much of what she has lost.
did you know
that Teton Crow's parents were both bearers? Having lived so long in a world where so much was denied them, it could not have been easy for them to find love.
But once they had...
Oh, how brilliant did it burn. A love that only burned brighter once Teton Crow were there to bask in it, to share it.
Until it was taken away?
Plunging the twins into a darkness no man or woman, let alone child, should ever have to face. A pall that will ever hang over us as long as the man who cast it walks free.
Fare you well, Clive.
Tome says he's looking for books about Torgal. I know. Let's write one.
Okay. Let's talk to Mid and see what she's up to. Oh yeah, it looks like she's all the way over here in all the way back over here. Okay, I'll remove the marker since I don't need it anymore. And
It's all right.
in terms of gameplay, this part is really pretty much just a fetch quest or a FedEx quest in an MMO. But I happen to like the downtime.
You were born in Rosalith, weren't you? Must be hard, hearing what became of the place.
No, the capital's as strange to me as I am to her. It was a lifetime ago I last set foot in the city.
I'm a little more than halfway through the game, but dang, still looks pretty. Okay, Bid, where are you?
Sid's gonna chop off Kupka's head this time.
Yeah, you won't like that.
Hugo's actually a pretty big guy. I think you might find it just a mild inconvenience.
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it, then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well, well, well. If Sid could see you now. All right. I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
What?
For me?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need, and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Okay, let's get to work.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
Basically, I need a smith, a merchant, and someone who can work wood. And let's face it, my student allowance isn't going to stretch that far. So do us a favour, will ya?
Okay, let's lay on the old Clive charm.
You were born in Rosalith, weren't you? Must be hard. You know what came to the place.
Okay, Blackthorn's right over here. So, yeah, I'm going to need an extra heaping dose of the old Clive charm in order to bring him around.
Blackthorn, you busy?
What's it look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools.
Okay, supply kits. Sketches of ineffable devices seemingly drawn from the pages of Mad Alchemist's notebook and a list of the equally exotic alloys from which such things are smithed.
Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship? I'll see what I can do. Tell her I'll bring them over when I'm done. Forever.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt.
I can't wait to see what Mid's going to build us this time.
Was wondering where you'd got to. Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list.
Okay, the noxious vapors that spilled from the cracks around a certain door in Sidolphus Telemon's Deadland hideaway would sting the eyes and burn the nose of anyone who strayed too close. Combining every ingredient on this list would no doubt produce a similar result.
Think you can find everything on there?
This lot. Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment...
It's paid. 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
Indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you, Karen. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
Where are you? Where are you? where are you? Let's see. Oh yeah, you're over there. Aha.
Jill looked white as a sheet when we brought her.
How long have I been here now in this hideaway? This place is still a bit of a maze.
Should be enough to keep us going. How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Maid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch them, we'll all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
Least I could do. That Bernard's as good a carpenter as you'll find, by all accounts. I reckon my old master would have preferred his work to mine. But we branded can't be beaten on price, can we?
Okay, looks like looks like I've got a quick side trip in order to do to Martha's Rest. Okay, so let's just make my way over here. Let's see. Oh, hi, Torgal. You decided to come with me?
Fetch!
Yeah, good boy.
Ah, Clive. What brings you to the Rest?
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there then.
Okay, now I gotta find him near the ruins of Cressidia. Okay, so it's 10:15 here in Calgary, so you're watching me play Final Fantasy XVI as part of Raid the Arcade New Game Plus. This is a stream for Extra Life, the 24-hour gaming marathon that's part of the Children's Miracle Network. Do you want to play games and heal kids? Go to www.extra-life.org. Okay, looks like the closest way might be just to. Looks like the closest way to get there might just be to. Might you just hoof it. Yeah, I think that'll be the best way. I'll call my trusty chocobo, and that'll make short work of the trip.
Naught but wild beasts this end. All their twisted talons and gruesome maws used to turn my stomach. But that was before I heard about the Black Shields.
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Yeah, I've got a random encounter for you. And that's overshot. Let's just get some more stuff that's not nailed down while I'm here.
If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you now? Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
There's something to do with those scorpions, doesn't it?
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends.
It's the scorpions.
But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care. I'd be much obliged if you could rid the old place of nasties. And so would my ma and pa, I'm sure.
Okay, let's go waste some bozos.
This shouldn't take long.
Get down here. Oh no, more baddies. Okay, who else wants some? no, get back here. Oh, there's still more? Okay, that's a big one.
Too slow. Now you're falling over.
Give some of those for a whirl. Yeah, on the next big mission I will. That's how it's done, folks. Oh, I got dragon. Oh, I got a dragon talent for crafting material. Oh, nice. And it's a dark fang, magic axe. Oh, and a gill bug.
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Oh, it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's on to your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
You ready to go home, boy? Vivi, why aren't you moving? Why aren't you moving? Okay, I actually never played Final Fantasy XIX all the way through, so that's the only bit I know about that meme. Okay, let's just okay, that's enough tomfoolery. Let's just head back to the hideaway.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
I heard. Mid's building a workshop down in the stalls, is she? Suppose space is the one thing we do have down there. If she wants to take it over, it's no skin off my nose.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest soon? From what I heard, you earned it.
This is downtime.
All right, Clive. You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
Okay, what do I have here? The Breath of Earth wind-up accessory. Residual earth ether that, having failed to dissipate on the battlefield, has instead manifested in a solid form not unlike a crystal, but with elemental purity that renders it more potent, if not highly specialized in its application. Reduces wind-up cooldown time by 3 seconds.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Did Bernard say how long he was going to be? I mean, it's fine, but I hope he comes soon.
Okay, looks like there are some side quests available. You know me, it's all about the side quests. Okay, it's coming up at 10:30 here in Calgary, so this is a good place for a station break. So, you're watching me play Final Fantasy XVI as part of Raid the Arcade. New Game Plus. This is a stream for Extra Life, the 24-hour gaming marathon that's part of the Children's Miracle Network. Do you want to play games and heal kids? Go to www.extra-life.org. There you can sign up for free and start collecting pledges from your friends, family, and coworkers. They'll all go towards your local children's hospital, and then you get to play games for 24 hours. Game day this year is November 2nd, but fundraising goes all year round. Extra Life started over 15 years ago and has since raised over $100 million for children's hospitals across Canada and the US, and over $11 million was raised in 2022 alone, all raised by gamers just like you. I'm Playing Games help raise money and awareness for the Alberta Children's Hospital here in Calgary that helps over 100,000 sick and injured children each year. I've been part of Extra Life for 12 years now. It's a great way to have a lot of fun by doing a lot of good, and you can donate in links below or my pinned posts on Twitter, Facebook, and Mastodon. In 2022, over $216,000 was raised for the Alberta Children's Hospital through Extra Life. It was all done by gamers across Alberta and all over the world. You can also join in the fun and help out because kids can't wait. So if you'd like to learn more about Extra Life or if you'd like to sign up yourself, go to www.extra-life.org. Or if you're interested in helping out my fundraising to help the kids at the Alberta Children's Hospital, I just dropped my link in Twitch chat. Every dollar helps, every share helps. Okay, so now let's go jump right back into the action of Final Fantasy XVI, right after this word from your fellow Extra Lifers up here in Canada.
Why I Extra Life? I Extra Life to make a difference. Through Extra Life, we're able to bring in thousands upon thousands of dollars for our hospital foundation. When we raise money for the kids, like our champion kid Nico, we're able to make a difference in their lives by being able to have a facility where they're able to get the treatment they need in our own province.
You sign up online, you pick the hospital you're going to support, raise money for family, friends, neighbors, coworkers, etc., and then play games.
You can go to extra-life.org for all the information you need to sign up and start doing Extra Life yourself.
It's just fun to do it. You can build such a community with friends, like some of my lifelong friends I've met through Extra Life United and stuff like that. Whether you do a big production or a small little game night at your house, there's so many options and so many ways to do it that it's accessible to everyone.
It's a great community. Everyone's in it for the same reason. They're all playing in support of kids' health or playing games for kids that may not be able to.
Doesn't matter if you fundraise $10, $100, or $1,000. Every dollar really does help.
You don't have to be the most hardcore of gamers to get involved. If playing games is something you enjoy doing and it's something that you're already doing, Extra Life is the way to take it, embrace that fun, and do something more than what you could do yourself. Be proactive, jump at it through Facebook, through extra-life.org. Reach out to your local hospital, they'll know more. Hop onto the Extra Life Discord, find local gamers. If your hospital doesn't have a guild, get out there, form one, and just keep going.
And we're back with Final Fantasy XVI. Okay, looks like one of the side quests here, do no harm, and one of them here, the weight of command. Okay, looks like one of them is in the infirmary. We gotta meet up with Jill. Okay, let's meet up with Jill first, and then pick up the side quests.
Blackthorn may be the manliest of men, but he does lack a certain tenderness. Boots, meanwhile, is as burly as a behemoth, but as innocent as a babe in arms.
You're a real poet laureate, you know that, don't you?
Ah, Clive.
Talia, how's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves? Oh, that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgal. He must have found something.
Don't keep Gav waiting. He seemed excited.
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time, and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but here as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
He does seem desperate.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go? Oh, thank you. No one knows Herblord like Talia, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms. If we could get ammonia to grow here in the hideaway, we wouldn't have to risk our lives to gather it.
Okay, let's go talk to Gav in the shelves and pick up the other side quest that's around here.
What's everyone whispering about? Haven't you heard? Mid's back. It's about to get interesting around here.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again. Drawing on the...
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team of Cursebreakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A Cursebreaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion, but... this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that...
They know the work is dangerous. But I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you, Sid. And I'm sorry to trouble you with this. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
That should be enough to go on. If they were there, Torgal will track them down.
We're lucky that Stolas escaped the Dragon's Eyrie unscathed. Without it, we would never even have known that Cole's team had been attacked.
Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her back.
Let's see. What new items do you got here in the meantime?
And what can I do for you? Go on, then.
Okay, nothing there. Ooh, Hunter's Waistcloth. Ooh, this one has much better stats than the Mighty Cross that I've had that I've got right now. Increases my HP by 1 whole point. Wow. Well, I'm gonna waste some bozos with all that new health. Okay. Let's see, and Hunter's Arm Cloths. Oh no, that won't. Now those are actually not as good as before. Anything new under here?
Is that all?
I'm wondering maybe I can craft something. Let's talk to Blackthorn.
What do you need? So, what'll it be?
Ooh, I can make this. I can make this this really badass sword. Ooh, it's better than my Platinum Sword Plus 2. That's always a plus. You know what? I am gonna get a new sword
Last you a good while.
Ooh, Hunter's Waistcloth plus 1. Ooh, I can craft a brand new one instead. Haha.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Okay, and oh, Drake Slayer's bracelet, so I can. Oh, I think I need to go take out one of the Boogle's marks in order to clear out that. Yeah, all the rest of the ones here won't really help me out. Let's see, can I reinforce anything here? Let's see, Platinum Sword plus 1. Oh, I can reinforce the plus 2. Thank you. Don't mind if I do.
Later.
Any more reinforcements I can do? Nope, doesn't look
Anything else?
Okay, let's have the sword look normal for a bit, so that I can take it out for a spin. Grindstone. And when he lifted his fists, beneath them was found naught but dust. Okay, let's get a look at this thing in the light. Well, that's a badass looking sword. Okay, let's go talk to Gav and see what he wants.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal!
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
I'm not saying anything.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
Sometime later.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Oh, it's called Bid's Dungeon. Nice. Okay, it's 10:47 here in Calgary, so you're watching me play Final Fantasy XVI as part of Raid the Arcade New Game Plus. This is a stream for Extra Life, the 24-hour gaming marathon that's part of the Children's Miracle Network. Do you want to play games and heal kids? Go to www.extra-life.org. Okay, let's see.
We have everything we need to begin work in earnest.
And work in earnest we shall!
Wait a minute, that doll there on the shelf, it's dressed like a white mage. Okay, I'll bet there's maybe even some more Easter eggs hiding around here. Let's just poke around for a bit. And I'll bet that's the only one.
Thanks for before, son. That was a good deed you did me. Only right I do you one in return. Though I did wonder if I'd bit off more than I could chew when Mid showed me her plans for the place. If she hadn't been there to tell me what to do, I wouldn't have known where to start.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
Wonder if there's anything back here. Nope, rubble. Nope, nothing back here. But I think I'll be coming back at some point along the way. Okay, let's go talk to Vivian.
I wish Miss Midador would let us help her with her dungeoneering. I wonder what she's going to dungeoneer next.
Let's go and ask her.
Well, that's what you're calling it? Dungeoneering? Well, you always got to be branding. EBB, always be branding.
I'll wait till Mid's away to take a tour of her dungeon. Don't want to get roped into her experiments.
Yeah, she's definitely giving a girl genius mad scientist vibe.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
You don't have to stand there pondering over
What?
my shoulder.
Here.
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
Another one?
For your trouble. It was a pleasure, in hindsight. Uncle Byron?
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens, for your favourite uncle is here!
The party's here. Meanwhile...
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance,
Were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
Okay, but after that little bit of Game of Thrones, I think this is actually a good place to wrap things up for the evening, since it is coming up to 11 o'clock, and this is the end of my Final Fantasy VII. Sorry, not Final Fantasy VII. 16 playthrough for tonight. So, you've been watching me play Final Fantasy XVI as part of Raid the Arcade New Game Plus. This was a stream for Extra Life, the 24-hour gaming marathon that's part of the Children's Miracle Network. If you want to play games and heal kids, go to www.extra-life.org. There you can sign up for free and start collecting pledges from your friends, family, and co-workers. They'll go towards your local children's hospital, and then you get to play games for 24 hours. Game day this year is November 2nd, but fundraising goes all year round. Extra started over 15 years ago and has since raised over $100 million for children's hospitals across Canada and the US, and over $11 million was raised in 2022 alone, all raised by gamers just like you. I'm playing games help raise money and awareness for the Alberta Children's Hospital here in Calgary. It helps out over 100,000 sick and injured children each year. I've been part of Extra for 12 years now, and it's a great way to have a lot of fun by doing a lot of good. And you can donate links below or my pinned posts on Twitter, Facebook, and Mastodon. In 2022, over $216,000 was raised for the Alberta Children's Hospital through Extra Life. It was all done by gamers across Alberta and all over the world. You can also join in the fun and help out because kids can't wait. So if you'd like to learn more about Extra Life or if you'd like to sign up yourself, go to www.extra-life.org. Or once again, if you'd like to help me in my fundraising to help the kids at the Alberta Children's Hospital, I just dropped my link in Twitch chat. Every dollar helps, every share helps. Well, thank you so much again for tuning in for tonight's installment of Raid the Arcade New Game Plus. I'll be back Friday night at 10 p.m. Mountain Time. Thank you again so much for tuning in, and as always, kids can't wait. Good night, everybody.